Hello, friends. Good to see you all again. So, we are on a tour of Scandinavia. After our visit to Denmark, the next country was going to be Norway. So, we took an overnight cruise from Copenhagen to Oslo, the capital of Norway. After disembarking, we boarded our coach and started off for our sightseeing in Oslo. Our first halt was at Vigilant Sculpture Park. Actually, it is located in Frogner Park, which is Oslo's largest park and a very popular tourist attraction with 1 to 2 million visitors every year. It's open to the public all through the year at all times. It includes the Manor House, which is the seat of Oslo Museum, and the Vigilant installation of sculptures. Vigilant Sculpture Park, covering 80 acres, is Gustav Vigilant's life work comprising 212 sculptures in granite, bronze, and wrought iron. Installed mainly in the period 1940 to 1949, it's a result of years of hard work. It depicts one man's artistic obsession and a lifetime of work dedicated to the human form, and all the human forms are nude. Soon after entering the gates of the park, we see the statue of Gustav Vigilant. After that, we pass through a landscaped garden, and then comes the bridge, which is the connection between the main gate and the fountain, lined with 58 sculptures. At the end of the bridge, we have a collection of 8 bronze statues showing children at play. The bronze fountain is adorned with 60 individual bronze reliefs. The fountain, which is in the middle group, undergoes cleaning periodically, conservation of the giants as it is called. This is done by washing the sculptures with warm water and low pressure and rinsing with brushes and sponges, even scalpel. After this, we have several statues lined up on either side of the steps leading to the monolith and ends with the Wheel of Life. Actually, our tour manager had got our coach parked at the rear end of the park, and we had made our entry from the rear end so that we would have to walk all the way down right up to the entrance. So we saw everything in the reverse order, but then I'm describing it to you as you see as you enter from the gate. The monolith platform has steps leading to the monolith totem. 36 figures on the elevation represent the circle of life. Men and women and children, all nude forms in various numbers and poses. Man attacked by babies represent the struggle and responsibilities of parenthood. The highest point has the monolith, a genuine monolith fabricated from one piece of solid stone. Vigilant designed it in clay in his studio, then cast a model in plaster. In 1927, a block of giant granite was delivered to the park. The design was transferred to the granite. It took 14 years. The monolith was opened to the public during Christmas in 1944. It is 14.12 meters high and has 121 human figures rising towards the sky. These floating figures of men and women of all ages, floating together and clinging, with the top portion being crowned with children. It has been interpreted as a kind of vision of resurrection and our desire and strive for spirituality. Then there is the Wheel of Life, the stone sculptures depicting 4 adults, a child, and a baby. I forgot to mention about one of the most popular statues, that of the angry boy. It is believed that if you touch this figure, you will come back to Oslo at some point later. Our next halt was at Holmenkollen ski jump, which is a landmark in Oslo. Holmenkollbekken is a large ski jumping hill at Holmenkollen in Oslo. The hill has been rebuilt 19 times. Between 2008 and 2010, the entire structure was demolished and rebuilt. It has a capacity of 70,000 spectators. It has hosted Holmenkollen Ski Festival since 1892. It has also hosted the 1952 Winter Olympics and FIS Nordic World Ski Championships in 1930, 1966, 1982 and 2011. We enjoyed the snow and also enjoyed the bird's eye view of the place from up there. Next, we went for lunch at Jaipur restaurant. After that, we took a leisurely stroll in the nearby place, and there was an interesting drawing on the pavement. We were so happy to see our tricolor too in the midst of all the flags that were drawn there. We also noticed the paved roads for pedestrians and cyclists. So many varieties of cycles were parked. Cycles seem to be the popular mode of transport. We next went to Kontiki Museum. This houses ships, boats, and maps from the Kontiki expedition. This was opened in 1949 in a provisional building and shifted to the current building in 1957. It houses the Kontiki, a raft of balsa wood used by the Norwegian adventurer Thor Heyerdahl to sail from Peru in South America to Polynesia in 1947. It was fun to see the raft and all the items that were used by the sailors. Another boat in the museum is the Ra II, a vessel built of reeds as per Heyerdahl's perception of an ancient Egyptian seaboat. Thor Heyerdahl sailed Ra II from North Africa to the Caribbean after a previous attempt with the reed boat Ra had failed. Beneath the raft is a model of the whale shark encountered by the crew on the voyage. This was indeed an interesting place to visit. No visit is complete without shopping. So we did a little bit of souvenir shopping and then we saw the opera house from outside. It is renowned as the home of the Norwegian National Opera and Ballet and the National Opera Theatre in Norway. We had spent 3 days in Norway. The next day we drove from Oslo to Myrdal. It was a really picturesque drive through wonderfully long tunnels with snow-capped mountains and snow everywhere. Long tunnel drive. Actually, we were supposed to take a mountain train ride from Myrdal to Flam, but the train was cancelled during that particular period, so we continued to drive to Flam. From Flam, we took the ferry to Gudvangen. I have already described about our ferry ride earlier. We disembarked from the ferry and boarded our bus and proceeded to Bergen, the city with 7 mountains. We undertook the funicular tram ride to Mount Floyen and enjoyed the panoramic views of Bergen city. Truly scenic it was. Next morning it was time to bid goodbye to Norway. We took a flight from Bergen to Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. More about Stockholm scenes in my next vlog. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Take care. Bye.